Have you ever dreamt of finding a hidden treasure? Well, today we are about to embark on an exciting journey with two teenage boys, Butthead and Beavis. These are no ordinary boys. Armed with a zeal for adventure and an insatiable appetite for nachos, they've stumbled upon a legend of a treasure hidden right in their own town. A treasure said to be worth millions. Can you imagine the number of nachos that could buy? Probably 1 million, or so they believe. Their excitement is palpable as they prepare for their quest, their faces lighting up at the prospect of such an adventure. And why wouldn't they? After all, who wouldn't be thrilled at the thought of finding a treasure worth millions? So, with a map in hand, dreams of 1 million nachos and the spirit of adventure fueling them, they set off. And so, the hunt begins, with a map in hand and 1 million nachos on their mind. Armed with a map and their trusty bicycles, our dynamic duo heads out to the streets in search of the treasure. Pedaling through the suburban labyrinth, they find themselves at the doorstep of an unexpected location, Mr. Anderson's backyard. As they dig with a fervour only treasure hunters know, a symphony of shovel against soil fills the air. Suddenly, the symphony is interrupted by a booming voice. It's Mr. Anderson, and he's none too pleased about the excavation happening in his garden. The boys scramble, shovels in hand, and make a hasty retreat, their laughter echoing through the neighbourhood. A cloud of dust and a trail of disrupted roses are all that remain of their backyard adventure. Despite the close call at Mr. Anderson's backyard, Butthead and Beavis remain undeterred in their quest. Their eyes sparkle with determination and the promise of 1 million nachos, or maybe even a treasure chest full of gold. Opening. As the daylight fades, Butthead and Beavis find themselves standing in front of an abandoned warehouse. Venturing into the unknown, they steel themselves for what lies ahead. The eerie silence of the night echoes their pounding hearts. Butthead, ever the leader of this dynamic duo, musters up his courage, and with a determined glint in his eyes, he says, "I heard from my cousin's friend's sister's boyfriend that the treasure is hidden somewhere in this warehouse." Beavis, not one to be left behind, albeit a tad nervously, questions, "But what if it's haunted or something?" Butthead, with a reassuring smile, confidently dismisses the notion. "Don't worry, Beavis, there's no such thing as ghosts." Their flashlights cutting through the darkness, they step into the warehouse. It's a labyrinth of dusty shelves and forgotten crates, a testament to times gone by. They split up, their eyes scanning for the legendary treasure. Suddenly, a squeal of excitement echoes through the warehouse. "Hey, Butthead, I think I found something!" Beavis exclaims. Butthead rushes over, his heart pounding with anticipation. Lo and behold, there in Beavis's hands is a dusty old chest. "Whoa, dude, this has got to be it!" Butthead exclaims, his eyes reflecting the glimmer of hope. With bated breath, they open the chest. Their eyes widen as they behold the sight. Piles of gold coins and jewels. An eruption of joy fills the warehouse as Butthead grins. "We're going to be rich, Beavis!" Their celebration, however, is cut short by an ominous noise. They turn around only to find themselves face to face with an unexpected visitor. The familiar face of Mr. Anderson, shotgun in hand, looms in the darkness. Furiously he bellows, "I knew I should have locked this place up tighter. You two varmints better drop that loot and git." Their dreams of becoming millionaires quickly dissipate as they drop the treasure, raise their hands in surrender, and make a hasty retreat. Closing. Just as they thought they hit the jackpot, an unexpected visitor turns their celebration into a hasty retreat. As the dust settles, Butthead and Beavis find themselves back where they started, treasureless, but not hopeless. Their dreams of nachos piled high as skyscrapers, dashed by the reality of an empty chest and an irate Mr. Anderson. But it's not the end of the world for our dynamic duo. Oh no, far from it. They've got resilience in spades, an unquenchable spirit that keeps their heads held high and their eyes on the next big thing. For them, failure isn't a setback. It's just another hilarious chapter in the book of their lives. They stroll down the suburban streets with a spring in their step, a chuckle on their lips, and an unbreakable bond of friendship. A misadventure, you say. They call it a day well spent, a memory made, a laugh shared. In the end, they may not have found the treasure they sought, but they certainly found an adventure worth remembering. And isn't that a treasure in itself?